Hello, Cole here, Caravan Reno, part 7 I do believe, Cole's Phase Reno, part 3, third video in a row, and my hair's got shorter and my facial hair keeps on disappearing. You get that? Need to change. So yeah, here's an update on the caravan stuff. I've actually got some space in the carport at the moment. I'm making the most of it because my housemate's on holidays, and I'm about to move the caravan over a bit because I don't have to worry about him getting his motorbike through, so I can address the door and stuff on this side. So anyway, here's a bit of a progress report. First I'll show you the incident report. If you look down here, there's some nice kind of scuffs on the concrete here. The caravan was actually moved over a bit closer to that last one, about halfway, but I moved it when I had to move the caravan back. So anyways, I was lying on my back underneath here, overreaching with the grinder and the wire brush on it, trying to clean off some rust and stuff, and it slipped out of my hands and it hit the ground. Brush, bounced, skimmed, started launching this way towards me, hit here. There's a nice groove out of the concrete here, so it hit hard and it went bang and hit the support. My face is just here, and then it came back, bounced, landed here, and then bang again, right, and the whole body swung around a bit and was so close to my face I was shitting bricks, to be honest. And fortunately, when it hit here, it obviously bumped the power button and it turned it off. So I was very lucky. So people, just be careful when you're using power tools and don't overreach, and yeah, just try and be a bit more sensible than I was that day. But I was just trying to get stuff done and light was getting dark and I was a fool. So don't be a fool. Alright, so I'm going to go walk around here. It's a bit freaking, see, congested, palm's so close, so that's why I need to move it over. But I'm going to climb up this ladder and show you what I haven't done on this side, compared to what I've done on the other side. I won't show you the other side. So yeah, I'll zoom in, focus. All this old silicon, look at this. It's just, he's gunked it on top. I started peeling a little bit there just to show you the difference. Peeled off. There it is. So obviously he might have had a little leak in here at some stage in the J rails, and he's just filled it up along the top instead of taking the J rail off, putting some more mastic or flexible silicon in there and doing it properly. Anyways, you get that, so that's up to me. Also, you can see there's a metal plate, 8 big ass screws that go straight through. I thought there was a hole or something perhaps, but there's nothing. So it must have been a support for an aerial or an antenna or something like that. So I'll unscrew that. I'll pop rivet the front holes, some big ass pop rivets, fill up the holes and a bit of silicon, even though they're right on the lip. Bloody hell. And I don't know if you can tell here, but it actually, it's hard to tell, but it actually bows in a little bit. So what I'm going to do is use some of my aluminium 20mm tubing, put it on the inside from one side right to the other, support it on each end, and then we have the 4 screws there, the back of the plate. I'll either pop rivet or screw the tubing, and that'll pull this up a bit and keep it more rigid. It'll stop water pooling in here when it rains. It shouldn't because of the seal, but I need new seals anyway. So yeah, so that's that. There was an awning rail along here. The awning's quite heavy and old school, so I'm not too sure if I'll put it back on. I'll probably, regret it when it's a sunny day and I need some shade, but I can always go to super friggin' cheap or King's forward drive and get a crappy side tarp. So anyways, check it out. That's the right one. It's grey. Let me get my torch this time. So usually it's a bit dark and I'm going a bit fast. But as you can see, over 90% of the chassis now is double coated, primed, and looking pretty good. I've still got to get into around here, as you can see. It's hard to tell. Oh, that's better with no light. See, I haven't cleaned in here yet. So I was hoping to get a hand, move the caravan over a little bit while I got some space, so I don't block the motorbike, and yeah, get the wheels off, suspension off, electric brakes off, so I can clean all in there, clean the suspension arms, prime them, and paint them, and then I was going to put it all back on, cover it, and do the rest of the frame. So, but because I'm still waiting on some help to do that, I'll today, even though it's a very hot day, I'll wait till later. I'll be spraying it black with some Kill Rust epoxy gloss enamel, which I'll be using here. It has a 14 to 16 hour dry time, recoat time, which is great because it's a beautiful hot day. So I'll do it later today, and then get the second coat on tomorrow. And then when I get a hand to move this over and take those wheels off, I will. And when it's moved over, I can take that door off, so I can get those side panels off, repair the rotten wood, put the door back on. Oh, actually, get checker plate, put that on. So I've got quite a few things to do. I've kept the water tank brackets there. I'll use the old water tank as my wastewater now, and I'll get a smaller one just for this little section here and get some brackets for it. I don't need a whole lot of water. It's just me and my dog. So the big one was overkill, but nowadays when you go to national parks and stuff, even though they don't usually allow dogs, which is a shitter, they want you to have a wastewater collection. Yeah, but look, the original caravan just had the sink here and a pipe just going out the floor onto the ground. So yeah. Anyway, so that's it. I'm getting there. I had to, like, you know, pry this panel out so I can get this back rail, because it was a bit pitted and rusted too. So that'll get pulled in when I do the bits and pieces, and I'll address the other side. So yeah, so that's how it is, Pete.